Hey fam, it's me, Aaron.
And I'm Tony the Draw Friend, and oh my god, what a week in comics.
This is a comic show, and San Diego is like next week, and this week, oh my god, this is going to be the buzz. This Batman Earth 1 by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank is amazing. Those guys together are freaking phenomenal, and this book I know you've read the Batman story, I know you've heard the Batman story, the origin. Mm-hmm. This is completely more realistic. Like, yes. Here's the thing, Alfred, why did he take care of him? Where was he that night? What is Bruce Mom's maiden name? Yeah, what's her maiden name? Like, it's huge. This stuff is huge. It's awesome. It's cool to see a Batman that isn't skillful, that
kind of sucks.
Yeah, all his gadgets aren't that great, and you can see his eyes. You can see this from the cover, and that's not just a stylistic choice. This is like a human Batman. The eyes are the windows to the soul, of course. We all know this.
Of course.
And with this, you feel Batman. You feel his pain. You understand. And you see a Batman at odds with Gordon. You see a Batman versus Alfred.
Yeah, and you even see an attractive Harvey Bullock.
I was like, is this a misprint? Is that Harvey Dent? What? But this book is phenomenal for any old school Batman fan, any Batman fan, anyone just somewhat interested in Batman.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant piece of Batman mythology.
Continuing the awesome Earth 1 stuff that DC's doing. I can't wait to see what else comes out of it.
Oh yeah, Superman Earth 1 Part 2 is coming out, and I heard there was an amazing dude in there. Like an amazing cameo by some very attractive man that does videos for Bleeding Cool. But this book is phenomenal. Everyone should check it out. It's just read the back cover and read what these other great writers are saying about it. This book is the Batman book to get. And, I'm sorry that Batman and Robin came out the same week because this is the book.
Pretty much.
I love Damian as much as the next guy, and Tomasi's killing with Damian, but this book is not to be missed. I understand it's like $23 and it's adding on to your regular pull for this week, but trust me, this book is phenomenal. And as a gift, if there's anyone in your life that's having a birthday or anything, this is the gift to give people to, or just to celebrate Dark Knight Day on the 19th.
Or hell, even to celebrate a Wednesday. Why not?
I love the book. I'll stand behind it, and I'll give a money-back guarantee on that book in my store. I loved it. So, anyway, green is the new gay. We all knew this.
Yeah.
And this is actually pretty awesome. I understand there was a lot of marketing fanfare and hoopla and hype about Alan Scott being gay. And, don't blame James Robinson for that. He's the writer. He's not the marketing guy. Yeah. If you're going to blame, I'll tell you the marketing guy to blame for it. I love the guy, and he did get a lot of free press.
Yes,
but
he did.
This is story-driven. It's great. It had, the gay bullet train. Mm-hmm. And, his gay lover is his, his parents.
Honestly,
that's the reason.
This is doing with the New 52 what the New 52 should have been doing. It's taking these well-known characters and putting a little spin on their origin where you don't have to know everything that came before.
And world building. This book is world building. And he's Green Lantern, he's the Green, and Solomon Grundy as his arch enemy is obviously the Rot, so there you go.
It's good. Read it. It's fun stuff.
And if you're interested in world building and stuff, James Robinson also does He-Man Master of the Universe the same week. Great art, and it's building a new mythology for He-Man. And, I'm a big He-Man fan, just like, McGinnis. Obviously, he draws every character
everybody
like a He-Man action figure.
Yes.
These do not look like He-Man action figures.
What?
This is, if you like He-Man at all, check it out, because it's actually pretty good. Animal Man, I love this book. The next issue is the big crossover. This resolves everything with Buddy and Cliff. And, the Rot Buddy and all that stuff. You're my Rot Buddy, It's kind of like an F Buddy, but, it's just, I don't know. You just get infections together. But Animal Man's great. OZYMANDIAS, this art with Jay Lee is just, like, insanity. I mean, I love Peter Kane and Thunderbolt, and, it just looks to me a lot like Aja and Iron Fist. It evokes a lot of that, weird Tibetan, weird, stuff like... I dig it. I've always liked OZYMANDIAS. I always thought that he was like a great, like, weird guy that just wants to be the savior of the world. Like, he wants to be the Messiah, and everything he does is just so odd.
Calculated.
But I've always loved Peter Kane and Thunderbolt too, and I'm really excited about Dynamite bringing back Peter Kane and Thunderbolt since, DC lost the rights to it. But anyway, it's another solid single issue in that universe, and I like having backstory on OZYMANDIAS. I like that, and supposedly this series is going to end right at his first appearance in Watchmen.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
I approve.
the war's on. You know,
Yes,
you
it
think
is.
it's on, the X-Men versus Avengers, and, you know, the Phoenix Force is, you know, who's going to be the first to go dark? Is it going to be Emma or is it going to be Namor? Because you know it's one or the other.
Pretty much.
And this issue delivers on that. And, you know, obviously Namor is the King of Atlantis. Let's see what the King of Atlantis with, you know, the power of the Phoenix can do. You know, he's been, you know...
Spoiler warning, bad things.
He's always had a hothead. He's always had a ridiculous temper. You know, I just hope he stays away from Invisible Woman. But anyway, it continues from issue 6 of what this book really should be. It really should be a war between the X-Men and the Avengers, and that's what 6 and now 7 has delivered on. So I'm all about it. This book is beautiful. I know a lot of people are, you know, Jeff Loeb haters. I know, you know, and a lot of his stories feel padded. They have a lot of 2-page spreads, you know, 1-page, lots of 2-page spreads. But Simone Bianchi, he just can do brilliant things with his panel structure. He can just, it's beautiful. And you get the action that you want as a Loeb fan, but...
the 2-page spreads are so richly detailed. It's gorgeous art to look at.
Yeah, you know, when you're reading a comic with a 2-page spread, it's like you read it in 5 minutes. The art's so beautiful that I'm just like mesmerized by the page. His cloak is the best cloak from Cloak and Dagger has ever been drawn. I don't care about, you know, McNiven or whatever. This is like, the cloak looks organic. It looks like it's alive. Yes. I usually don't geek out about art, but, you know, I can't really talk much about the story here. But anyway, I hate clones. All right. Secret, second print's out. I screwed up and didn't order the first print, so I have this. Thanks, everybody. The Cape 1969, if you're wondering how this is in the Cape, you know, mythos, I didn't see a cape in it, but it's kind of like How I Met Your Mother, except the two guys are like, you know, how your dad died in Vietnam. So anyway, apparently Vietnam was really awful. A lot of people died, and it was just...
We didn't know this.
Yes, it's really terrible. So the Cape, I love Joe Hill, and it's
great to be able to explore this world more.
And, you know, just wrapping this up, if it wasn't already such a huge week of amazing releases, we have 2 of the biggest graphic novels that we sell here, and, you know, the things that people wait for the trade the most on. And you have Invincible, where, you know, it's family ties, and Invincible goes black, you know, and he's never going back. So I don't know. Invincible is a consistently good book. It consistently reinvents itself because as one creator, he can do whatever he wants, and everything he does matters. Nothing gets... negated.
Sideline.
Nothing gets, every subplot comes to fruition.
It's not like, well, this character has to stay, it has to come back because he's an icon.
You're right. It's not like the whole Jesus thing, like, well, you know, he's the Messiah, so he has to come back in 3 issues. But anyway, this is great, and Fables.
It's so good. This takes up right after the North Wind was sealed in a casket. Spoilers, because it's been out for a few years now, and it's what happens. It's all the different winds coming together to say which of Bigby's kids is going to be the next wind. It's hard to talk about Fables without having spoilers. This is volume 17. Even Bill Willingham, when he was at the panel you moderated, he's like, oh, and the adversary was this, and I wanted to be Peter Pan. He's like, some people in the audience are like, what? And it's like, you're at a Fables panel. This happened in like volume 8. It's on volume 17. Catch up or don't come to the panel. Pretty much. I'm sorry. But Bill Willingham, we did... these guys did an interview with him. It's going to be on the Nerdy A comic show that Cappy's going to have out soon. And it's a brilliant interview. Willingham is a very forthcoming, very real guy, and his Fables consistently reinvents itself. And while we're pimping Nerdy Show, we're going to have a review of Amazing Spider-Man up later on today because I got to see it last night along with some folks from the Nerdy Show. You didn't? Yeah, you got to see it because I gave you my pass because I had to read my letter of forgiveness in my grief counseling class. This is true. I still got to see it. Anyway, share this video and you'll win the comics we talked about, and maybe Tony will do a Batman sketch or something. Who knows what he'll be inspired to do. I want to see like Batman with his eyes and he's crying, you know. But anyway... that's it. Please share our video and give us some feedback. We had a lot of fun last week. Oh, who won? I don't remember the name. I posted it on there. Okay. It was someone from out of town. I have to mail it. Oh my God. I need to ask for their address. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. See you. Thanks for watching our show, and click subscribe if you want to. It's growing. It makes me feel good. That's all awesome. And share our video. Let's just go to our Facebook and click share. I'll pick one person every Thursday night or Friday morning and pick someone that's going to win all these comics. It's really easy to do. And by all means, buy Batman Earth 1 by Jeff Johns. It is brilliant. Thanks. Bye-bye.